Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. And the Buffaloes will put total weather to crank us up. Coming out with it, it's McGooligan. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Kansas State's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team,
there he goes. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Wildcats trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
So the Colorado Buffaloes offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Going to try to get it himself. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Wants to bring it back. He's got great speed. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Zings it complete to the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Now adjusting. He's going to take off. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
On the ground, it's Young. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Kansas State!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Buffaloes are in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the ground game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Buffaloes are on the move. Quarterback on the keeper. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bucs!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the ball and go score.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Pulls it in, it's Young. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll send the back in motion. Give to the running back. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and you're...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down. He came up a little short.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, getting a 1st down. That's how you do it.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Looking down the middle. That's reeled in. It's Reynolds. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Dropping back, it's Tollefson. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Right on the money. Turning it on. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. The give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to go up top. Got it! That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Hendricks. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic. Just stayed chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Burns. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. He wants to throw it. They're setting up the screen. There he goes. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. They go to the draw. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Kansas State back at it after picking up the 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. Spits it out to the back. On target. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
A lot of times the QB is going to drop back and try to make a big play, What's your safe option if nothing's there? Slip it to your running back, let him catch it, let him go get a 1st down for you.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They try to get it outside on the left. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Takes the handoff. It's Bettis. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Tollefson. The screen. He can go. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Kansas State in business in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Tollefson. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Looking to throw on third. Here's a heat. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give on the option. Hard running there. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Under fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. It's caught downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Off play action on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with a sack.
He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Still running at the 40. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
And you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a quarterback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated. Now I'm gonna go attack and make some plays.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. So now on comes the field goal unit. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43. The Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air. It's Tollefson. Gets it to him on the screen. Powers through the defender. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll try to put points on the board with a field goal to start this fourth quarter. And he'll reach for a 53-yarder and have to guide it in with precision from the right side. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. The give to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Steps away to find some room. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To throw, it's Tollefson. Hauls it in. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Complete to the left. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And now on second down for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Buffaloes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Creates a little room. Can't quite cross the frame to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Buffaloes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup.
And he will be sacked. And here in the fourth quarter, they were trying to tie it, and they cannot. He'll bring it out. It's Burns. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fighting off the defender. Hines is way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
He now has 108 yards on the ground for them so far, has his eyes set on that 1,400-yard mark. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Young. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. The handoff keep working on that clock. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Got the 1st down and more. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy?
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. That's caught. It's Hendricks. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. It's complete. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the 4th. Throws toward the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they could get into field goal range. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
On the run, it's Young. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different-looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And, David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That will put the wrap on things from here.